Hi, everybody. It's Kathy Boyle, president of Chapin Hill Advisors. I want to introduce yet another member of our Circle of Influence. Our Circle of Influence is designed to have a closed group, members only, of experts that we trust. Finding the right expert for your business or personal life can be extremely frustrating when you need the right person, and if you make the wrong choice, it's extremely expensive. So as a business owner, I find what Ari Weinstein does fascinating. I have both contracts for clients as well as contracts with various vendors. And keeping track of what each one says, especially when there's a problem, is frustrating. So Ari, tell us a little bit about what Confident Contracts does and how you started the business.
Sure. So Confident Contracts is a business-to-business startup, and we provide both software and services for managing agreements. Our software is particularly helpful for businesses because it summarizes the key terms that you want to know every day on one screen.
So give me an example. I have a contract with, say, my IT vendor. What's the use of this? Why would I want to look at the contract on a regular basis? Who needs to know about this?
So that's a great example, an IT vendor, because we do enable you to summarize contracts for IT services, software, and data. An example of how you'd use this, your IT vendor may provide you software and may limit how many desktops you can deploy that software to. And you might not remember off the top of your head, and you don't really want to dig through a 20-page agreement. So by using Confident Contracts, you can see that key information on one screen and also remind yourself when the contract started, when it ended, how much it cost, and what's the name of the contact at the vendor. We put all of that up front.
Got it. So is this like an icon on my desk? Do I open up an app essentially, or is it a software that then files things on my server? How does it work?
The great news about Confident Contracts is, although you can certainly save a shortcut to your desktop or on your mobile, it's all in the cloud. We host all the information very securely on a payment card industry compliant platform, backed with multiple layers of security, enterprise-grade security, so you can access this information from anywhere. And it's always your information. So if you want to download it and have it in an Excel file for reading offline, you can do that at any time.
Okay. And so how did you get the idea for this? What made you come up with this?
I got the idea because I've had years of experience managing contracts, and initially it was just in the capacity of a procurement person. But later I moved into business operations. I was actually helping analysts at my company who were scattered throughout the world to use data and services that were provided to them under contract. And keeping track of what they were allowed to do or what some of the prohibitions were was a massive undertaking. And reading contracts was not efficient. I wished during that time that I would have one simple screen that summarized the key terms for me so that I could easily communicate those to my colleagues, to my employees, and so on. And that's how I came up with the idea.
Got it. That's fabulous. So you created the software and it works for large corporate enterprises like a Fortune 500 company where you do have multiple divisions, multiple types of contracts, multiple people throughout the world, as well as a small business owner who might have 20 or 30 contracts with different types of vendors.
Absolutely. I myself am a small business owner. I already have a couple of dozen contracts because today we buy services from all sorts of vendors and all sorts of suppliers, and we might be selling our services to all sorts of customers. So very quickly, the number of contracts you're dealing with seems to multiply, and we help you manage that by keeping track of them all in one place.
Oh, that sounds fabulous. So if I wanted to get in touch with you, how would I find you?
So you can find Confident Contracts online at confidentcontracts.com, and you can also find me on LinkedIn.
Under
Ari Weinstein. I was the first Ari Weinstein on LinkedIn back in 2004. And of course, Confident Contracts has a company page on LinkedIn as well.
Got it. And an email?
My email is ari@confidentcontracts.com.
Fabulous. Thanks, Ari. Great to have you in our Circle of Influence.
Thank you, Kathy.